as we get set for the weigh-ins for Bellator 228, the second half of the opening round of Bellator's Featherweight World Grand Prix. And it'll be capped off by a double main event in the second half. The final fight of the night, the second half of that double main event, will be two of the all-time greats of MMA. It'll be Machida and Mousasi concluding Bellator 228 tomorrow night, live at the Forum in Inglewood, California. And of course, you'll see it live on Dazn. For those joining us on the live streams, we welcome you as well. We'll have your fighters on the scale here just momentarily. Joining me on stage, as always, the lovely ladies for Bellator MMA, Mercedes and Lindsay. And joining us for the prelim fighters, and maybe just a bit beyond that, the birthday boy himself, VP of Fighter Operations, Mr. Rich Chow. Everybody say happy birthday to Rich Chow. And joining us a little bit later, the president of Bellator MMA, Mr. Scott Coker, will join us on stage. Let's put the fighters on the scale first. Prelims, starting from the first of the card up through our prelims. Prelims, of course, can be seen live on DAZN and live on the Bellator MMA Global app. We'll kick it off first with the first matchup. It'll be a contract weight at 133 pounds. First up, fighter out of the blue corner. Please welcome David Duran. And the farmer of destruction back in the Bellator cage. Official weight, 132 pounds. 132 for Duran. And now his opponent out of the red corner from LA. Please welcome James Mooka Barnes. Official weight, 132.1. 132.1 for Barnes. Your first matchup on the prelim card. Again, live on DAZN and live on the Bellator MMA Global app from the Forum in Inglewood, California. That's how we kick it off. Once again, give it up for David Duran, James Barnes. Next up, it'll be a lightweight contest, again set for 3 5-minute rounds. First up, blue corner from LA, Dominic Clark. On the scale, officially 155.6. 155.6 for Clark. His opponent fighting out of Long Beach, California. Please welcome Josh Jones. Officially 155.9, 155.9 pounds for Jones. Next up, we'll go to the featherweight division, our first of many featherweight fights tomorrow night. Out of the blue corner, up first to the scale, Castle, the Punisher, Williams. On the scale, 144.1, 144.1 for Williams. His opponent, please welcome to the scale, Weber Almeida. His official weight, 144.5. Do Brasil, 144.5. Next up will be bantamweights on the prelim card tomorrow, streaming live on DAZN. First fighter, blue corner. Please welcome one of the pit bulls, Leandro Higo. From Mosoro, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil, officially on the scale. 136 pounds even for Higo. And now his opponent, fighting out of San Jose, California, back in the Bellator cage, Sean the Bunch Great. And Bunch the Great weighs in 135 even, 135 pounds even. Next up, it'll be a contract weight at 175 pounds. First up, fighting out of Southern California, back in the Bellator cage, the tattooed terror, Johnny Cisneros. 175.6, 175.6 pounds for Cisneros. His opponent, fighting out of Camarillo, California, please welcome Mike Jasper. Cisneros 12-7 as a pro, Jasper 13-5 as a pro, and Jasper's official weight 174.7, 174.7. Up next at a contract weight 165, set for 3 5-minute rounds. First up, the fighter, blue corner. Please welcome William Sriappai. "14 victories against 8 defeats as a pro. Officially on the scale, 167.9. 167.9. And here's the first half of the father-son duo on the Bellator card. He's back in the cage. Please welcome from Long Beach, California, Antonio Mandingo McKee. Officially 163.2. 163.2. McKee is back. Let's clarify. The father, McKee, is back. The son, dressed once again in brightly colored clothing. We'll see him back on the main card, weigh-ins momentarily. Let's keep going here. Prelim strawweight fight. First fighter, blue corner from Nashville, Tennessee, Shannon Goffrey. As a professional, 4 victories, 3 defeats. Officially on the scale, 116 pounds even, 116 for Goffrey. And her opponent, after winning multiple titles in professional boxing, won a pound for pound the best. She's moving over to MMA, making her pro debut. Please welcome Ava Knight. Officially on the scale, 114.9. 114.9 for Knight's professional MMA debut. Flanked by Randy Couture from Extreme Couture and her gym, Unbreakable, Mr. Jay Glazer. And again, that fight live streaming on Dazn and live on the Bellator MMA Global app worldwide. Moving on to the next prelim, it'll be a featherweight fight. First up, fighting blue corner, please welcome Johnny Sancho Quiros. Officially 144.7. 144.7. Early in his career, he stands professionally at 3-3. Now his opponent coming up, red corner, back in the Bellator cage from Hollywood, Florida. Please welcome AJ Leao Agazar. On the scale, 146 officially. 146 officially for Agazar. Next up, contract weight 165, set for 3 5-minute rounds. First up, blue corner from Costa Mesa, California, by way of St. Louis. Please welcome Ian Silverback Butler. $164.8 pounds. 164.8 for Butler. And now his opponent, by way of Michigan, fighting out of Long Beach, California, Emilio El Paquino Williams. El Pinguino scores it, or weighs in rather officially 162.9, 162.9. Next up, it'll be middleweights. Again, 3 5-minute rounds. First up, blue corner, Ozzy Diaz. As the professional early on, 3 victories, just 1 defeat, fighting out of LA officially. 184.4, 184.4. And now his opponent, fighting out of Fullerton, California, by way of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Please welcome Andre Walker. 184.5, 184.5 pounds for Walker. Next up, the prelim will be at 130 pounds, set for 3 5-minute rounds. First up from Oxnard, California, the brawler, Benji Gomez. Gomez right on point, 130 pounds even for Gomez. Now his opponent from Whittier, California. Please welcome Johnny Tsunami Santa Maria. 129.3, 129.3 pounds for Santa Maria. And our final prelim tomorrow night, live on Dazn, live on the Bellator MMA Global app, will be in the bantamweight division from Los Angeles. He's 2-0 early on as a pro. Please welcome Jason Edwards. On the scale, the Hitman, officially 134.4. 134.4 for Edwards. now his opponent fighting out of San Diego, California. Early on, he stands at 1-0. Please welcome Adrian the Tasmanian Najira. 135.4, 135.4 for Najira. All right, so there's your prelim card live on Dazn tomorrow night from the Forum in Inglewood, California. And now we'll move on to that main card. Again, live on Dazn. We'll pick it up and close out the opening round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. The final 4 fights, second half of that opening round. And it'll all come down to the final in that Featherweight World Grand Prix for the Featherweight World title. That fight between a pit bull and a Spaniard, and that's the first half of our double main event. We'll close it out with the second half of the main event. That again, Mousasi against Machida. They'll run that one back tomorrow night, Bellator 228. Let's start now as we welcome our first 2 fighters in the Featherweight World Grand Prix. Set for 3 5-minute rounds. First introducing the fighter from Manchester, England, Saul, the Hangman Rogers. 13-2 as a pro overall, 1-0 in the Bellator cage. He weighs in 144.8, 144.8 for Rogers. And now his opponent, a 50-fight veteran, a 2-time challenger for the featherweight title here in Bellator. Would you please welcome the veteran Daniel Drake Feischl. 39-11 as a pro, 5 knockouts, 22 submissions to his credit. On the scale, 144.2, 144.2 as we welcome Mr. Scott Coker for the face-offs. That'll be tomorrow night's first fight on the main card live on Dazn. It is fight number 5 in the opening round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. Let's go on to the next fight, fight number 6 in that opening round. Your first fighter out of the blue corner tomorrow night from La Mirada, California. One of the best in Bellator. Please welcome Henry OK Corrales. 144.4. 144.4 pounds for Corrales. And now we welcome the former Bellator bantamweight world champion. Back up to featherweight. Would you please welcome the Wolf, Darion Caldwell. 13-3 overall as a pro. He weighs in 144.9. 144.9 pounds for Caldwell. Next up, the third fight tomorrow night in the Featherweight Grand Prix. Opening round. It'll be once again 3 5-minute rounds. Your first fighter up, originally from Moscow, but fighting out of Riverside, California. Please welcome Georgie Insane Karakhanyan. The veteran brings 28 professional victories against 9 defeats, 1 draw. 13th fight in Bellator. Officially, 145 on the scales. 145 officially for Karakhanyan. And now next up, the undefeated fighter, 14-0. All 14 of those victories inside the Bellator cage. The other half of the father-son duo on tomorrow night's card. Please welcome once again the undefeated mercenary, AJ McKee. Officially 144.9. 144.9 for the Long Beach native. And with that, we go to our final fight in the opening round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. It will be set for 5-minute rounds. The featherweight title is on the line. First, we meet the challenger for that title. Please welcome from Venice Beach, California, the Spaniard, Juan Archuleta. 23-1 overall as a pro, 5-0 in Bellator, officially 144.6 on the scale. 144.6 for Archuleta. And his opponent, the two-division world champion in Bellator, defending his featherweight strap. Please welcome Patricio Pitbull. 29-4 as a professional inside the Bellator cage. 17-4. His official weight 144.9. 144.9. There it is, your world title fight. His first challenge for the world title, Juan Archuleta. And the defending two-division champion, Patricio Pitbull. And that is the first main event of the evening. The second half of the double main event tomorrow night at Bellator 228. Live on Dazn will be two of the very best in the history of mixed martial arts. Would you please welcome, first up out of the blue corner, the former Dream, Strikeforce, and most recently Bellator middleweight world champion, Gegard Mousasi. 186 pounds. And now his opponent, a former light heavyweight world champion. Would you please welcome the Dragon, Lyoto Machida. Two veterans, Mousasi, 45-7-2 as a pro. Machida, 25-8 as a professional. Officially on the scale, 186 for Machida. And there's your full fight card tomorrow night live on Dazn. Hey, don't forget tonight, Bellator 227 from Dublin on Paramount Network. Prelims on the app, of course. Tomorrow night, though, Bellator 228 will wrap up that opening round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix again, live at the Forum in Inglewood, California. We'll see you tomorrow night live on Dazn.